right?
Oh, okay.
But of course, Facebook is always a couple seconds behind.
Well, that's fine. I mean, at least we can talk to each other and say, what's going on. So, hey, let's. You ready there, Joel?
Yeah, let's get going. All right,
Yeah.
Keith, you ready to kick it off here?
Yes, I am. Got your coffee? Got my
I got
coffee.
my.
Can't drink it.
That's right.
Anyway, sit back and relax, and we'll have a short show for you today, guys. Be right back.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Why don't I have any? I don't know why I don't have video sound here. So let's skip that. I have no idea why the video sound.
There we go. There's a video.
Well, there's video, but there's no sound to it.
No, I don't hear anything.
Yeah. Not sure why that is, Keith. All right, so welcome,
Art the
folks.
Live. Goodness sakes, what's going on, folks?
Well, let's just put this out there, Keith, that I think that 3.7 billion people can get on Zoom with virtually no problem.
Exactly. It's the 3.7.0001 that is having the trouble.
Yeah. So what happened today, Keith?
What happened today?
With you trying to get on Zoom, what was going on?
I have no idea. You send me the link, and it just starts, I'll be with you in a second, and nothing happens. If that doesn't work, click here. I click there. That doesn't happen. Watch from browser. It's forbidden to go through the browser. And you finally send something through Facebook. This whole same thing happened. So I just shut down my whole computer and rebooted it. I don't know why we had to do that, because I've had an update. Luckily it didn't update, because that's usually about an hour process.
Yeah,
We'd have been meeting you for the Wednesday show tomorrow night sometime. Anyway, what's going on, Joe? What's the show doing today? What are we doing on the show?
All right.
I think it's already 10. We just got on, and we're supposed to be a half-hour show from quarter after to quarter of.
And
here we are.
We should be done by now. Well, I thought today we talked a little bit about decision making. Yes, decision making. Have you ever had a situation where you had to make a decision? You didn't want to make the decision, and instead of making a decision, you got kind of like all depressed about it and went into a like, I don't know what to do, so I'm not going to decide anything.
Well, yeah, that's called my life, Joel. That's what I've been doing since 1963.
So you are a pro at this, is that true?
So I think 1963 I was doing all right, because I was sitting out back, sitting on the side of the house, a big pile of snow in the middle of, it was probably snowing this time way back then, and I was doing just fine, but maybe 1964 on.
is when making decisions really kind of kicked in. All right, so let's go over a couple things regarding decision. And I have this on paper. I have a couple slides here in just a second. But this kind of came to my mind about a month ago. Decision, like for me, decisions that change my normal routine is always an issue. And if I can procrastinate on coming up with a decision and going one direction or the other, I typically procrastinate as long as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give you a specific decision, and it was not a major decision in any way, but it was like one of those times where I was like, we've never done it like this. How can we not do it the same as we've always been doing? Okay, so about a month ago, right as the virus thing started kicking in, I had a choir member who was concerned, obviously, about being so close in rehearsal, and she said, can we meet upstairs in the church tonight, in the sanctuary, rather than downstairs in the very small choir room? And for a couple hours, I was like, wait, what? Is it possible? We've never, that's not something we do. And then finally, I thought, all right, what is the harm in rehearsing upstairs? Is it a big deal? And I had to tell myself it is not a big deal.
No big deal.
And it's so crazy how
she threw your curveball and you just weren't waiting. Yeah,
exactly.
And your brain shut down. Yeah.
Like I should have sent a note back to her immediately and said, no problem. We can do that. No problem. If that's going to make everybody feel comfortable. And looking back, it was obviously the right thing to do. But anyway, so that's where I have to say that's where this particular virus, for me, it was the point of where it started, is when that particular question to me. That's, for me, looking back, that's kind of when it started. So anyway, I did a little researching on that, and from psychologytoday.com, indecision can also stem from anxiety. Fear of making the wrong decision and suffering consequences or remorse inhibits some people. Worrying about making a mistake, feeling guilty, remiss, exposed, or ignorant is common. Sometimes people are paralyzed by the fear of hurting or alienating others. Okay? So for me, like the fear of the unknown, right? Okay, yes. Secondly, here's an example. Hoarders, or those that cling to clutter, have trouble deciding to discard them and then following through. A fear of being ill-prepared for the future plagues them. Discarding an object can challenge because what if I need that item later? And obsessional traits may be operating. So I honestly have that issue too. Here's one of the little issues I have with throwing things away, Keith. You probably can identify with this.
Yes.
I have pieces of wood downstairs. Like 1x6 old shelving, and I have it stacked, and I think I can't throw that away because I know when I throw it away, I'm going to need a piece of that next week. Have you ever had those issues, Keith?
Yes, many times I've almost thrown out a 1x6 by 11.5, and I said, I'm going to need that piece of wood at some point. So I throw it in the corner and never used it.
And it's still there, right?
And in our quarantine, I've been doing that, working on my basement, trying to get my shop in order after 13 years of being here, and I actually threw some stuff out this week.
Wow, bravo!
It was tough. It was really tough. I actually had a piece of molding, a black molding. There was a piece of black, picture frame molding. It was probably about a foot long that I was saving, and I let it go. And somebody's going to call me today and ask me if I have I need one side of a frame replaced. Can you do that for me? The answer is no, I won't be able to do it. So, yes, I know exactly what you're talking.
You know what? Let's make that a whole nother show, that particular topic of throwing things out. All right? We'll talk about that later, okay? All right, the next one here is the first thing to do if you're having trouble with decisions is to see if you have an underlying depression, hopelessness, aphtonidia, how do you say that word? Anhedonia, maybe? Fatigue or listlessness can skew your perception and prevent you from taking action or seeing clearly. So those are some informational items. Let me, Keith, I want to just go over a couple slides here of couple suggestions about how to get by making those big decisions. And people out there who, while we're waiting for this slide to load, let us know if you have some issues with making decisions and what you have found maybe to help you out in your decision-making process.
Hey, generals. And I actually, bad decisions, like, maybe turning on your computer at 9:15 on a Saturday morning and waiting for some entertainment.
Okay, so let's see what we have on the screen here, Keith. Make your decisions in the morning. Make with a combination of serotonin and dopamine levels, and no decision fatigue, to get you down. The morning is the best time to make big decisions. If you have to have to make a big decision in the afternoon, you could try taking a nap first, or relax to reset your brain. So make your decisions when you are awake and not when you're a bit drowsy. Now I know this next point's a little bit cut off on your screen, but eat first. We know that going to the store is not a good idea when you're hungry, right? So it seems like we don't want to make any decisions when we're hungry if we can avoid it. Try to keep your physical desires taken care of before meetings or phone calls when you'll be called on to make some big choices. So make sure you're not hungry, make sure you're not thirsty when you make those decisions. Number 3, Cut down your choices. We often settle for default options or let others decide for us because decisions are just too much work for our brains. I have to say I fall into that category quite a bit myself. This is particularly so when there are more than two options to choose from. You can help your brain by cutting out extra options that you can cut. Cut your choices down so that you just have maybe one or two, obviously two options at the end. And opening the windows. Keep CO2 levels low in your home or workspace is really important for all cognitive functions, not just decision making. Adding plants will certainly help. Try to keep fresh air circulating as well, particularly in high traffic area where lots of people are around, contributing to the CO2 levels. So, Keith, when it's time for you to make an important decision, don't go into the garage and close the door and turn on the car. Right? That is not a good time or place to make a decision.
Right.
Last one here, Keith. This is right up your alley. I'll wait for it to come up on the screen for you. Number 5, use a foreign language.
Oh,
yeah. Can we see that? It's coming. All right. If you know one, this could be really useful, particularly when there are lots of emotions involved, or you want to protect yourself against things like emotional marketing strategies. Try explaining the situation to yourself and replying with your decision in a foreign language and see how differently you process that information. So they're assuming that if you're not very fluent in a foreign language, you're going to filter out all the junk of the decision-making process, and you'll fare much better. So Keith, I recommend that one to you.
S'il vous plaît.
There you go.
Oui. Gracias.
And there you go. You can make your decision, right?
Yes, right. Yes.
All right. What do we got over here, Keith? Who's checking in today?
Well, who's checking in today? I just saw Terry Andrews. Oh, Terry popped up.
Hey,
no
Terry.
last names. Always forget that. How you doing, Terry? Janet stopped in, and who else that we haven't said hi to? Brad, Linda,
Lauren, yeah.
and just nice little crew that's waited for us. Waited us. So what else we got going on?
Yeah. Okay, Keith. That brings us to, I was going to have a conversation today, Keith, about sandwiches and the nutritional value of sandwiches and the decision-making process of what sandwich to have. But we're going to table that conversation for a little bit later because I thought this show would go a little bit too long already.
Okay.
And seeing how we got started 35 minutes late, I think it was a good idea to kind of put those...
abbreviate a little bit.
Yeah. All right. So first off, before we continue on, folks, if you get any value out of this show whatsoever, go ahead and smack the like button. Love the love button. Give us a share.
Where is that, Joel? Is that right here, or is that over here, or is it up here?
I believe in my screen it's let's see, it's down to here. I think it's down that way, right?
Oh, actually, yeah, on mine, it's actually right in the middle there, and then it's got all the love next to it, and then all these other faces. I don't know what they
thanks,
are.
Folks. Thank you. I see the love and all the likes.
There we go. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Ooh, wow, there's a firework there or something like that. Very good. Thanks, guys. All right, let's do some trivia, Joel. You got some trivia for us today?
We do have trivia. Am I reading that, or do you want to read that, Keith?
I'll read it. Well, I don't know. Can I read it?
Yeah, let me bring it up here. In all our getting ready for the show, I forgot to pull it up, although I did read through them last night. Of course, go ahead.
Can I see it before everyone else or not?
No, absolutely not.
All right, well, then you read them, because then you'll be able to see them before everyone else.
All right, so actually, my computer is...
I can't do that. Absolutely not.
My computer's working super slow today as well. Okay, so here we go. How about we put down... We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 4 trivia. Let me just make sure I'm on screen share, which I am. As you can see, my computer is working pretty slow. And I have to say, Keith, I'm going to have to restart mine or do a little cleaning up or something because it has been really slow on and off the internet this week. So We'll see what the problems there are. I've been doing
Maybe all the networks are sluggish too, or Comcast or Verizon or whatever you have.
Well, I expect the networks to be slow. I'm not expecting my computer to be so slow, all
Yeah.
on its own. Anyway, San Jose, this is number one, folks, so put down a number one for me. San Jose is the capital and largest city of which Central American company? Okay, San Jose is the capital. You know what? That's Central American company, and I think that actually means country. All right?
Yeah.
I would say country. Okay. On the periodic table, which element has an atomic weight of 1.00794? Come on, folks. That's one we all know, right? We were just talking about that last night at dinner time. Number 3.
Please pass me the 0 point yet.
Yeah. Number 3. Make sure you put down number 3. Love on the Rocks. Love on the Rocks is a song written by Neil Diamond and Gilbert Bacall. Is that true? That appeared in what 1980 drama film?
Oh.
You know that one, Keith?
Well, now I remember the song. 1980. I don't think I was really into watching Neil Diamond movies, so no, I don't know that one.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. The traditional Peruvian dish, what's that, Keith? Kai, C-U-I, Kai, is made with what animal?
I have no idea. Let me put my glasses on here. I have no idea, Peru. I don't know.
Okay. The Amazing Race is an American reality competition show which originally aired in what year? The Amazing Race is an American reality competition show which originally aired in what year? And I agree with you, Keith. They need to proofread some of these a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Located in Cambodia, what is the largest religious monument in the world? Located in Cambodia, what is the largest religious monument in the world? I'm thinking of one, but I think that must be the wrong one.
Cambodia.
Okay.
Wasn't it Kampuchea for a while? The country.
The country?
Yeah, I think they called it Kampuchea for a while or something.
Are you joking with me, or are you...
That's another trivia question for another day. Okay, write down the answers and the number of the question next to it so we know what's going on. And then we'll get back to what else is going on, Joel, here. Let's keep things moving. We don't want to lose anybody. Let's keep things moving right along.
All right, Keith, we have some jokes.
Jokes.
Are you
jokes
ready?
of the day, Joel.
You got your joke thing going on there?
Yeah. And where did the jokes come from today, Joel?
Jokepedia, of course. My little screen, it's hard to get the entire book in there. I got to...
Oh, there we go.
Bring it back here.
Yes.
All right.
Good.
Number 1, Keith. You ready? Number 1, get your laughing caps on. Do not take a sip of coffee right now. What stands in New York, holds a torch, and sneezes a lot?
What?
The Statue of Liberty.
Oh, that's a good one. Statue of Liberty.
All right, number 2. What did Michael Jackson say to bullies?
To who?
What did Michael Jackson say to bullies?
Oh, what?
Beat it, beat it, beat it. You knew that was coming, right?
Yeah.
Okay, last one.
Very timely, yeah.
What do you call a little blue man who lives on the West Coast?
What?
Papa Surf.
Oh, very good. Yeah. Very good.
All right. On the West Coast because of all the surfing.
Everybody got those jokes. I think we are up to this day in history. This day in history.
Do we have a this day in history
lot of time to research. What's that?
Do we have a this day in history going on?
Yes. Well.
See, we're freezing up.
In 1968, Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee. He was in there to support a leader of the civil rights movement, and assassinated by, and I can't remember the guy's name, James Earl Ray. Yeah, 1968. Isn't that something? That's a year before you were born, Joel. 2013, American film critic Roger Ebert, who is perhaps best known for his professional and is first person to win the Pulitzer Prize for being a film critic. Died this day in 1975. What? No. Wait a minute. He died in 2013, and he got the prize in 75. Oh my lord. Well, he's not going to be too mad at me. This 1975. Speaking of which, Bill Gates and Paul Allen founded Microsoft. Something, isn't it? There we go. In 1913, Muddy Waters was American blues guitarist and singer. Played a major role in creating the modern rhythm and blues style. Was born this day in 1913. And that's about all I have today, Joel.
Yeah, nice. Very good. Thank you, Brother Keith.
Yeah. Okay. Now where are we?
Yeah, sorry, I just remembered to get out the sound pad again because I had to charge it. And
oh, yeah.
Again,
I just remembered I was supposed to make my own sound pad, but I didn't. All right, let's do the trivia answers. Let's see. I saw a few of them on here. AJ, how you doing? Let me see. Okay.
Hey.
All right, let's go. Let's read
right.
through them, Joel.
Yeah, let's get back to our trivia and then we'll get out of here. All right, so back to screen share. Trivia. All right. San Jose is the capital and largest city of which Central American country? We made that little edit. Okay. So let's go back here. Did we have anybody? Okay. Let's find out. Answer is Costa Rica.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay. Nice. Anybody get that one? All right.
Yeah.
On the periodic table, not on the dinner table, on the periodic table, which element has an atomic weight of 1.00794? Anybody get this one?
We get a from Barbara. We got hydrogen, and I think that's all we.
Okay. Thank you, Barbara, for putting down number 2. Hydrogen. Answer? Yay! Bravo.
Very good.
Bravo.
Very good.
Whoops. Sorry. I didn't mean to put laughter in there. I meant to put applause. All right. Love on the Rocks is a song written by Neil Diamond and Gilbert Bécaud. How do you say that name? That appeared in the 1980 drama film.
From AJ, we have Love on the Rocks, possibly.
Okay. Is that the name of the jazz singer?
I'm sorry. It was Love. I'm sorry. Kramer versus Kramer.
Kramer versus Kramer. Okay, good. Okay, so the answer is jazz singer. And I did see somebody had that up here on jazz singer. All right.
Oh yeah, Myron's got the jazz. Is that what it was?
The jazz singer, yeah. Nice job.
Okay, very good, very good. Yeah, I just saw that at the last moment there.
All right. The traditional Peruvian dish, kai, is made with what animal? Answer. Do we get any answers over here, Keith?
No, got no answers. Nothing.
Not bat, right? Let's see. Guinea pig.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yep, makes sense.
Wow, that's great. Okay. The Amazing Race. The Amazing Race is an American reality competition show which originally aired in what year? Does anybody have this one?
1999. No, nobody does have it, but I'm going to say 99.
99? Okay. Let's see what we have here. 2001.
Oh, pretty close. I knew it was old.
All right, you're very close there, Keith. All right, last one. Located in Cambodia, or how'd you say this, Keith?
Kampuchea.
Kampuchea. What is the largest religious monument in the world?
And who had that?
I think Barbara has Buddha.
What? No, Brad's got Buddha. Barbara's got Angkor Wat, and I think I'm going to go with that because I heard that name not too long ago.
Okay. Answer is Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat. Yeah.
Very good.
Nice
You
job.
have to look that up because it popped up a couple of times and I have no idea what it is.
Yeah. Great job, folks.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. Thanks for playing along there. All right. So, Keith, what does that do for us here?
Well, now let's see what we got here. Let's run through our trivia answers, and that looks like about it. Did we freeze for the picture? Let's freeze for a picture.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we did forget that. Okay, so here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Do it again.
3, 2, 1. And last one. Just look at the screen or look at your camera. 3,
Okay.
2, 1. Yay! That's how we do it now, folks. That's
We got our next.
That's how we roll.
All right, I don't know about you, Joel. I'm exhausted. Let's get out of here. I got to make a real cup of coffee. I got to do a little bit of work, and I think it's going to be nap time before you know it.
All right, folks.
That's
So we'll
be our subject for. Are we going to do a quick thing on Wednesday, Joel?
What do you mean by quick? Because we haven't.
Well, you know, our midweek is supposed to be something quick, and we seem to have trouble with it. But if you're up for it, I'm up for it. And maybe we can talk about how many naps we're taking during this whole shutdown thing. So and I also wanted to talk about me being furloughed from the wine and spirits. I've never been laid off before. First time since I've started working that I've actually been laid off. So we'll talk about that on Wednesday. So Joel, is that it? Are we good?
Yeah, and so let's meet up again at 8 o'clock on Wednesday night, Keith. And I think we're going to try a different platform yet again.
Okay.
Just to see how that one works out for us, so we can be a little bit more in real time. As we stream, we'll see how that goes. Okay.
All right, sounds great. So remember, folks, thanks for stopping by. And remember, you deserve a thought of your own.
So be in touch to learn, laugh, and live. We'll see you next time on Smack and Jack Live. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for stopping by.
All right, see ya. See if I get the music working this time.